consistent with that.
Exactly.
Yes. All the time.
Inspiration to get fit from those who had every excuse to quit, but didn't. Motivational speaker. She's a four-time Miss Olympia competitor. Together, they encourage everyone, even those with physical disabilities, to get their best body. No more excuses. We'll talk to a couple of their success stories in a minute, but first, please welcome Ducena and Tina Chandler. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, so as a motivational speaker, you're used to lifting people up and having them realize not what you can't do, but what you can do.
Absolutely. A lot of people, they don't believe in ourselves. We must believe in ourselves. If we don't believe in ourselves, who will?
Right, right.
You know, that's what we want to put out there.
This works with your personality because you're also an actor.
Yes,
Tell us about some of the things we've seen you in.
Thank you for bringing that up. Sharknado 2, Taxi, Brooklyn, Cliche Cops, then the Law and Orders, all of that. But what I love about this episode is the fact that Art Acevedo, the chief of police, was here today. And I'm like, dude, you're my guy.
Yeah.
I'm that cop on TV. I wanted you. He's like, I love you. I said, I love you too.
I'm not a cop, I just play one on TV.
Exactly.
All right, Tina, wow, when you were at that level of Miss Olympia, you have challenged your body to the core. You know every single one. You have like finger muscles that you are built, right?
Yes.
You know everything about that and what it takes to do that. So some people look at this and go, wow, right? Why would you go to that extreme? What did you learn by doing that out yourself?
Excellent question, because through that journey, I had to start asking myself, what is this all for? And at the end of the day, if I'm not helping others, it's kind of pointless. And being the fact that I got to that level, I started seeing a context. And that context is that it is normal to be fit.
Yeah.
It's not normal to be the other way that we exist.
Right.
The way that we're existing now that we call normal, we know it's not. There's a piece of the inside of us that says, that's not normal. Sitting around, we know that's not normal. It doesn't feel right. My body, my mind, my spirit, it's negative. So these other contexts, I came up with this because it helps competitors and non-competitors alike, people with disabilities or able bodies.
Yeah, and that's the thing I know when you were working out and you're building your muscle, you could isolate every muscle, right? You could really work with each muscle.
Intention.
Exactly. Yeah. So with people with disabilities, there's some muscles that might not work, but you build the others, and then those other muscles will support the body, right?
Yes.
So it's all about, like, basically the body and the muscles is all about teamwork, right? That's the ultimate teamwork.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, so when did you first start saying, let's work with folks who feel like they can't work out, who feel like their bodies may be broken?
You know what? At Houston, because I'm not the trainer, I'm the actor, I'm the motivator, but Tina...
And the husband, by the way.
And, oh, yes, and the husband. Oh, I love her. Thank you for even saying that. But the thing is that Wade, there's a gentleman you're going to meet today. His name is Wade McCrae Washington. He came to Tina at Houston Gym, and he said, Tina, I want to be a bodybuilder. I want to be a bodybuilder. Tina's like, okay, you know what? We're gonna give it a shot. Let's tackle it together. Let's figure it out.
Almost like reversing it and saying, instead of being a bodybuilder, we're gonna build your bodies, right?
Exactly.
And
let's
so,
figure it out together.
Yeah, you have Wade, who's here today, and also BJ Glaze, who was another person who felt like she had some challenges with her body, and here they are. And so, Wade, give me some. Working out for you, how's that helped your body?
Oh, it worked my body very good because I haven't walked over 20 years.
You hadn't walked in over 2 years? 20, over 20 years?
Yeah. So when I made this woman here, she actually changed her life. I can walk again.
Wow, wow.
Without the walker for a few steps, we got her to that point.
Yeah.
And
she also did I'm sorry to interrupt, but she's also done a pageant with the Texas Miss Amazing pageant.
And we have the queen of the circle.
That as well.
Wow. And Wade, for you, what has this done for your body to make you feel more independent?
Well, almost a couple of years ago, I almost could be big, for real. Tina had saved my life with the moment to be fit situation that she got going on.
Yeah.
And it's improved my life a lot, changed my whole body.
Change your whole body?
And everything. Yeah. Walk fair, stand fair, everything.
You got a 40 degree.
I got taller.
Yeah. when we hear this, here's the deal. We have lots of able-bodied people who it takes so much for us to get, just to work it out a little bit, right? And when we see these two right here, we really don't have an excuse, right?
No excuse.
No excuses.
Never give up.
And we're living longer. And I look at my mom. My mom worked in the cotton fields, and she's 94 years old. She's, always been a hard worker. And at 94, she's doing great. But since we're living longer, we got to build those bodies to walk longer, right? And be independent longer.
Yes, and the way that I see that is living a life that's normal to be fit. If we create that context for ourselves, in fact, one of these big lines.
Right here it says normal to be fit. Yeah.
And another one, two for your son, one for you, one for your son.
Yes.
If we remind ourselves that it is normal to be fit, we take actions consistent with that.
Exactly.
Yes.
All the time.
Yes.
Not just for a period of time to reach a goal, and then what? What happens? We fall off, we don't get back on, it's harder to get back on. This is a way of living.
Thank you all very much. Wade, amazing stories, and thanks for encouraging the rest of us.
One more thing. We have a production company, and we're going to be putting out positive shows to the world. So we're going to come back. If you'll have us,
you come on
we'd
back.
love to come back.
To learn more about Own the Room Entertainment, you can visit greatdayhouston.com, and we will connect Carl and Tina's website.
Along with Wade and BJ as well.